Rock Shop with Ralph, your source for all things entertainment. Tonight, I have half of Hard Rock Hitmakers autograph. We got Randy Rand and Jimi Bell from the platinum selling band Autograph. What's up, guys?
All right,
not much. Just bugging you.
All right. I got to tell you.
Thank you.
As I say always, I'm super excited. And what's going on in the world of Autograph? I know Randy's in Georgia and Jimmy's in Connecticut.
Yes.
Correct.
All right. Now, don't worry. Nobody's going to come and stalk you. So, my fans are good fans.
Well, you're in New York, so I might come and stalk you. So that's okay.
What gave it away? My accent?
Maybe.
Yeah, everything's going great. It's a real honor for me to be in the band. I came in July of 2019. So, it's one of these things. I love the guys, and they're great to play with. We work together great. And it sounds like we've been playing together for years, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
We played 4 gigs together already. Woohoo!
Well, we did a few, but still, it's everything's getting back on track, which is great.
Finally.
Hey, Mari, I got my fans coming in. They're saying hello to you. You'll probably see them popping up on the chat. They're coming in now as we speak. So let's start from the beginning. We'll start with Randy.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I'm a huge fan. I told you earlier, Autograph is part of the soundtrack to my life. I wanted to start from the beginning because legend has it that you were friends with Van Halen. You and Steve Plunkett.
Yeah.
You had and funny that I mentioned this, but the band that you had was called Wolfgang. And that's Eddie Van Halen's son's name is Wolfgang.
Yeah, correct, yeah.
So you can't get more aligned. The stars couldn't have been more aligned than that.
Nope, not at all, dude. Yeah,
right?
We knew them back from the 70s. We opened up for them. They opened up for us. It was, it was the club scene in LA in the 70s.
Right. And let me see if because they call I always say this on my show, they call me the king of useless information. Legend has it that you were playing with Lita Ford.
Yeah.
And she said to you and Steve Plunkett, do you want to open or you want to tour with Van Halen? And you're like, well, okay, what the hell? And you didn't have a band name, you didn't have anything.
I was working with Lita Ford at the time, doing her second album. And I got a phone call at the record plant in New York. I'm sure you heard of it before. And
the record plant? Yeah, yes.
Yeah, we were working on the album, and then Plunkett called me and said, so we had a bunch of, me and Steve had written forever together for 6, 7, 8 years together. We had a bunch of demos, and Kenny knew Diamond Dave real well, and they jogged together and stuff. And I guess he heard it, and so Plunkett goes, "Hey, you want to go on tour for a couple shows with Van Halen?" And I went, "Yeah, sure, why not?" So Lita wasn't happy with me about that because we were in the middle of an album, and we didn't have a name. We just had a Winnebago, and I had 3 rehearsals with the guys. I only knew Plunkett. I didn't know the other 3 guys, so it was interesting.
Right. So, I mean, let's back up a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about Lita. So tell me, I mean, I always wanted to ask this because I interviewed somebody else that toured with Lita. Does Lita have groupies the way us rock bands have groupies?
Of course. both sexes.
Both? Oh! You heard it first here. Both sexes.
I didn't
Lita
say
Ford.
she did anything with them. I just said she just had fans on both sides.
All right. No, that's good. Hey, Randy, I'm the same way, bro. I wear it all here, all on my sleeve.
That's right.
But listen, Lita was on my wall as a teenager. I mean, she got me through those early years.
Well, I knew it back in the Runaway days. I mean, I knew it from like 73, 74 on. I mean, so we were like kind of friends forever.
Right. And the drummer with you, was it Randy or was it?
Was Dusty at first, the
Dusty.
one that I played, I guess played on the original album. And then I was playing with Castile in a band called The Offenders. And when I went to play with Lita, Dusty didn't want to play anymore. So I said, "You want to try this guy out? He's a great drummer." And so he came in auditioned, and then so we were a 3-piece: Castillo, me, and Lita.
Wow. I love Randy Castillo, man. Rest in
Good
peace.
drummer. Good drummer.
Awesome drummer with Lita and with Ozzy.
Oh yeah.
And he played with Motley Crue on the last on the new Tattoo album.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
You know, wow, rest in peace.
Yeah,
Wow, that's some good stuff. So obviously you toured with Lita. That must have been a blast in the 80s. I mean, Jesus Christ. Lita Ford in the 80s. That was just as she was ascending to the Kiss Me Deadly.
Yeah, it was. She was ascending, and we were opening up for Rainbow, and we did a whole European tour, and we were opening up for Rainbow. And
what was that, 80, 84, 85, 80?
No, because Autograph was 84. So it's about 83.
Oh, that's right. Wargirl was 84, so probably what, 82?
83, somewhere in that area.
Wow. So that autograph, that era was it Joe Lantern or
Yeah,
with
Joe Lantern. It was Joe
yeah.
Lantern.
Wow. Awesome. And I know Jimmy's a huge I know he's a huge Blackmore fan.
Absolutely.
But we'll get to that. So you leave Lita. Lita's pissed. And yeah, she's a little pissed. And you wind up opening for Van Halen.
Right.
I mean, I haven't interviewed anybody that opened for Van Halen. You gotta tell me something about that.
What we did well. After we got it, we were in a Winnebago, driving to Florida from Los Angeles, and we're going, we probably should name this band something. So we all wrote out our list of names we wanted to call the band, and actually Autograph was the only one that we didn't hate. That was the only name we didn't hate. Everything else was pretty bad, like Krakatoa, things like that. It was crazy.
Krakatoa?
Yeah, Krakatoa. That volcano.
I got to read some of the questions that are coming. I'm listening to everything you're saying.
That's cool, dude.
Hey, Sam. Hey, Steve. Art Calendar's with us. What's up? Mike Ratio. What's up, guys? Yeah, we got autograph. I told you they're coming on. All my fans are like, you ain't getting autograph. I says, autograph is coming on. Randy Rand and Jimmy Bell are in the house right now, and they're going crazy.
Cool. Very good. Very good.
Yeah. So, I mean, was it Party Central, Randy, with the Van Halen boys?
It did. Well, it never stopped from the 70s. It was what we did. We just moved everything from the Starwood to the big stage. That's all we did. It was,
and that was they were the house band at the Starwood.
Yeah, and Wolfgang was too, more or less. Yeah, so it's like we always packed the place. They always packed the place. So did Quiet Riot. It was like we were the three bands that just killed the Strip. It was great.
Right. So I mean, and I got to say this because we're gonna get to autograph. Autograph, like you said, was 84.
Yeah.
They said that Autograph's stage shows were legendary. Quiet Riot said you blew him off the stage. Kevin DuBrow said you blew him off the stage. I mean, all those guys around that time said that Autograph was like the best live band that there was.
No, actually, that was Wolfgang.
Wolfgang, which formed into Autograph.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we're having the interview, Randy.
Exactly.
You got to set the record straight.
I'll let you in.
Yeah. Do tell.
Yeah, I can.
So, yeah, they said that Wolfgang, which turned into Autograph, and they named the band Autograph because that's the only name that you didn't hate.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Turned into that. So you had Steve Plunkett. You had yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You had Steve Isham, Steve Lynch, and Kenny Richards.
Kenny Richards, yeah.
Kenny Richards. That was the band.
Yeah.
And then you guys got signed to RCA Records.
Yeah, at Madison Square Garden, playing with Van Halen.
With Van Halen was when you guys got signed.
Yep.
How did that feel?
Dude, I mean, it's like check off the list.
Exactly. I was just going to say, that has to be part of your bucket list.
Check off the list. Let's see. Madison Square Garden, always wanted to play there. American Bandstand, got it.
Check.
It's signed. This is ridiculous. Everything was just cool.
Get high with Eddie Van Halen, David Lee Roth. Check.
Yeah, well. I didn't say anything.
No, we won't say that. But you know what I mean. I mean, we should say, let's make it the PC version. Party with the Van Halen boys. Check.
Let's do that.
Yeah. So RCA Records. Now you guys get signed, and and I'm going to get to you, Jimmy. I'm just starting out with Randy. Where you get signed, and that's 84, and you're recording the album, and you needed 2 more songs.
Yeah.
And one of those 2 songs were your monster hit, Turn Up the Radio.
And RCA didn't want to put it out. We had to fight for that son of a gun.
And they didn't want to put it on the record.
Nah, they said we don't like that. It's too simple. It's too dumb. And we said simple and dumb works. let's try it.
Wow. So let me ask you about that song. I mean, it's your signature song. You know you're going to be playing it till they peel you off the stage.
Right.
And I'm sure somebody told you this. I hope not, but I got to ask you. I mean, do you ever get tired of playing that song?
Nope. Because the reaction is amazing.
That's what I want to hear, buddy.
And people come up and they say, "Hey, I got laid to this song," or it's like, "Now here's my son."
I can't say anything. My wife is watching.
Okay. So it's like you're going, these are great memories for a lot of people, that song. So no, I have no problem playing that song. Plus it's fun to play.
Yes.
It is simple.
That song is a jam.
It's fun. It's just an anthem.
Absolutely.
Still in the top 50 of all-time anthems. Still in the top 50. It's awesome.
Yeah, and it's brought you fame, fortune, taking you around the world. I mean, I can go on and on and on. But it's like you ex Kiss. Do you get tired of playing rock and roll all night? I mean, that's their signature song. It's going to be part. It's going to be part of their live show forever. Well, at least for another year and a half.
Yeah.
Until they have the 5th end of the road tour.
Or 6th or 7th.
Yeah. Let me get Mr. Bell involved here. Hey, Jim, what's up?
How you doing, my buddy?
We're gonna fast forward just a little bit. We're gonna shoot back around to Randy, but I want to ask Jimmy. So Jimmy's the newest member.
Yep.
And I gotta say, Jim, and Randy, I'm telling you this. I can't tell you how respected Jimmy is in the guitarist community and the music community.
We know
because when I sing. I mean, I'm in a band as well, and I have a lot of guitarists and drummers and everything. When they heard that Jimmy Bell was coming on the show, they're like, "Fucking Jimmy Bell! Oh my God!" I mean, Jimmy, you are well respected across the board, and I know I'm going to be getting some questions lighting up right now. Especially my guitarist friends, they were like, "Holy shit!"
I truly appreciate it very much. I appreciate my fans, and it means the world to me to be able to perform for them, and just to be appreciated for what I do.
Yeah, so let's start. We're gonna jump around a little bit, but I gotta ask you. You were friends with Steve Lynch, correct?
Yes, I met Steve back in the 80s, early 80s. Matter of fact, I met all the original Autograph band. I was endorsed by Kramer Guitars back in the 80s, and I was playing at a NAMM show in Chicago. They used to have a NAMM show in Chicago many years ago.
Well, many years ago.
And so the band I was with joined forces. We didn't have a record deal or anything, but we were part of Joan Jett's management. We were like, I'm in the movie Light of Day with Joan Jett, and so there were things involved with the Joan Jett camp. So anyways, I had this endorsement with Kramer, and so they would fly me in the band to California and to Chicago to play at the NAMM shows. And there was this one thing at a theater in Chicago where we were playing, anybody that was endorsed by Kramer, everybody had to play at this theater, but Autograph was on the bill. And I remember getting done performing, and I guess Steve really liked the way my guitar sounded because we were using these new convertible amplifiers that Seymour Duncan was introducing. And he couldn't get the right sound. So I remember him running around, somebody finding me, and Steve goes, "You got to set this up." So, we met many years ago. I met Randy many years ago. And then after, I'm not quite sure who came out, but after the NAMM show, we ended up in a bar. Now, I don't Steve was there, but I have a feeling Randy was there, and Kenny, I believe, was definitely there. But, fast forward a bit, with the new autograph with our special hello, Simon Daniels, our singer. Love you. He's so handsome, that guy. I got it. So I want to say,
we're gonna get to all that, but Simon Daniels, singer,
and Mark Whelan on drums,
and Mark Whelan, your drummer.
So a band I was with, Max Explosion, which is the drummer, BJ from House of Lords, and Chris McCarl from House of Lords, who are now with Dokken. We were going to do a show with the new autograph, and so that's how I got reintroduced to the guys about 6 years ago, about 5 years ago. We opened up for them at a venue in Massachusetts, and then I just remained friends with them every time they came and played, like at Mohegan Sun. I would go see them, and a friendship was built, and that's how this whole thing started. And it's wonderful, There's Steve and I respect each other tremendously.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, we do. We have a lot of respect for each other. We're still very good friends. He was very happy for me, because, as you know, it was his choice to lead the band. It wasn't like he got fired or anything. It was he wanted to do something different.
Yeah, so, he runs a music school now, right? Is he doing that?
I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what he's doing. I know he's. I think he has another project, and he wrote a book apparently that he's released, another book, and but he's he's a great guy, and he gave me his full support. But it was great because when I saw on Facebook early morning that that he gave his official notice that he was leaving, I got right on the phone with Randy. Hello, Randy.
Yo, I'm available.
Yeah, Randy. I told him, I said, I know you're getting 1,000 people messaging you right now. I says, but I really want a shot at this. Now, Randy and I had already become friends. He would always like my little videos that I would put up on Facebook, especially the ones that I do when I dabble in country guitar.
Yep.
The like button, because it's different than playing rock things all the time. So he already knew I could play, and it really helped that I do background vocals. That was a big plus. So basically, Randy gave me 3 songs. So I had the 3 songs learned within no time. And so I said, Randy, give me some more songs. So I kept getting songs. And then before you knew it, I had the entire set list done and working on all the vocals with Simon, from FaceTime or Skype, however we did it. So by the time I went to LA, I played one song with him, and they knew I was their guitar player. I did exactly what they wanted. And the best thing that I love about being an autograph and getting the position in autograph was they let me be me. In other words, there was nothing. They never said that I had to learn every solo. The only one, obviously, was Turn Up the Radio, because it's such an amazing guitar solo that you would be foolish to ever try to change it. So that was the only one that was required for me to play note for note. And but everything else, I have freedom to do whatever I want. And and that's great, because Steve's playing is different than mine. Steve was always a lot of tapping, where my style was tapping, but more picking, more speed picking and everything. So it's a great blend,
Well, I got to say, getting back to my guitarist friends and the fans of the show, they all say that you're right spot on when it comes to the solo during Turn Up the Radio. It's not, like sometimes you'll get a replacement. And I don't mean any disrespect to you. I'm just saying you'll get a replacement guitarist that's not the original member, and he does like his own thing. You know what I mean? But they're like, this is Steve, note for note, and you give you a little bit of nuance to it.
Yeah. Well,
and these are coming from guitarists, and that's why I told you you're respected across the board.
Well, I'm going to tell you a quick story. As you know, probably I came in second for Ozzy Osbourne back in 19.
Yes, you're jumping the gun. I was gonna say that.
well, no, you were talking about Randy Castile and everything.
I know, but I was gonna say it. But go ahead. All right.
No.
Listen, everybody. Let me just say one thing. I'm gonna segue into that, and then we're gonna get back to Randy.
Okay.
All right.
Well, listen.
Go ahead.
The reason I wanted to tell you this is because you brought up playing something note for note, and I'll tell you why. When I did my audition with Ozzy, there was one other guitar player that actually got to play with Ozzy. I was one of the only other people that played with Ozzy on a stage. But there was this guy from Sweden. I don't know who he was.
His name Yngwie?
No, it wasn't Yngwie. Yngwie was already doing something. He was starting to make
That was a joke.
It was a guy that was influenced by Yngwie, obviously. And I was watching him when they were doing the flying high solo. Instead of doing the classic Randy Rhoads tapping part that you can't change because you would it's a disaster if you don't do that part. This guitar player decided to sweep arpeggios through that whole part, and honestly, Ozzy lost his mind. Ozzy was standing behind him making
what the fuck was that? What are you doing, man?
He was made like he was choking him and stabbing.
I'm gonna fucking kill you, man.
And then the kid turned around and Ozzy was giving him the thumbs up, like, yeah, good.
Right. He's like, yeah. Meanwhile, he's like, fuck you, man.
So that is
all right.
The reason I brought that up is because that's why you don't change a classic solo.
Right.
I gotta say hello to a couple of people because they're all jumping in now.
Okay.
Mike Ratio, what's up? Steve DeVito, how you doing? Sam, my friend Sam is watching. Audie Calenda, that's right. We got Jimmy Bell here, Art. We got Christine Suriam. How you doing, Christine? Tris Gonzalez says to tell Randy, I love them. I did their merch when they played the Rock Box. I recorded them live on stage. Trish Gonzalez, I don't know if you remember her. Frank Robertson, Xavier Fry. I mean, I can go on and on, guys, if I missed anybody. But we got him here. Hey, Joe, what's up, Joe? Joe Bonsignor. Randy, I'm going to get right back to you, but I got to ask him because he brought Ozzy up.
No problem, dude. No
problem. So you came in second to Zakk Wylde, who got the gig. You said you played with Ozzy. What songs did you play?
I did about 5 songs with him.
And who'd you play with?
I don't know. I can't remember exactly, but I know we started with I Don't Know. And it was good that this other guy happened to go up before me. So I was more on the mark. I was more aware of what was going on. So I kind of kept my eye on Ozzy. But I had a really good groove. And I'll tell you, when they flew me to California, I was kind of afterthought. They had already kind of decided on Zakk. But Sharon Osbourne, because of Kramer sent my videotape. Sharon Osbourne loved it. So when I did my first audition with Phil and Randy, Sharon Osbourne was there watching me play because she wanted to make sure whatever, she saw in the videotape that I was, legit, I guess. So she loved it. The next day I was in a different studio in California that had a massive stage with Ozzy. And, we started off with I Don't Know, and I had a really good, groove with the band going. And I was able to tell because I started off, and that thing that Ozzy does when he goes back and forth with the mic like that, he started doing that. And then when I soloed, he got down in front of the amp. And so I think I did Flying High, Crazy Train, I Don't Know, Suicide Solution, and I had to do a bit of a guitar solo. And then after that, they sat down with me and said, well, it's between you and Zakk. So that's what was told to me.
And who said this to you? Sharon?
Sharon and Ozzy.
It's between you and Zakk, love. You and Zakk are going to get it, okay?
Yeah, man, I'll tell you, man. It's fucking you and Zakk. I don't know who I'm going to say. My wife is the boss, man. She's going to...
For sure.
So, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to get back to Randy because Randy has I know Randy has a couple of Ozzy stories because let's just segue. Turn Up the Radio, huge hit. brought these guys out in front. Now, then you started appearing in movies. You started appearing on the TV show Miami Vice. There was "You Can't Hide from the Beast Inside." That song was in Fright Night. I remember that song because I was a big Autograph fan. When I saw that movie, I was like, that sounds like fucking Autograph. And I was one of the nerds that always read the liner notes. I stood during the movie credits and I saw it was Autograph. Then you had Take No Prisoners was in the movie Secret Admirer with C. Thomas Howell. So you see a pattern going here with all these movies. That's the stuff. Was the Blondes and Black Cars, who was another hit for you guys. That's when you started touring with Motley Crue.
Yes.
Now, come on, whoa!
Get out of here, cat.
Your cat made an appearance.
You did.
So now you survived the Van Halen tour.
Yeah.
Now Motley Crue got kicked off the Ozzy tour because they called it the No Fun tour because they had too much partying going on with Ozzy. Now you guys went right in it. So please give me something. What's going on during that tour?
Well, me and Nicky
I know there's beautiful music happening. We know that.
Me and Nicky were friends since he was Frankie. I mean, that's how long I've known that dude.
Frankie Ferrana.
Yeah, and it's like when we got that gig, I went because I liked all those guys, but I really liked Nicky, and we had way too much fun. Whew. I mean, there's stuff that I can't even put in a naughty book that went on there.
Randy's mentioned in Nikki Sixx's book. In fact,
Heroin Diaries.
The Heroin Diaries. Yes, I have it. Matter of fact, you know what? I wanted to show it. I wanted to show the cover because I know you were mentioned in the book, but I forgot to get the book. But you're absolutely right. But so you toured with Motley Crue. You toured with Heart.
Yeah.
How were the Wilson sisters? How was that tour?
That was a really kind of a calm tour, which we kind of needed after Van Halen.
I was going to say, did that tour calm you down?
A little bit. Yeah, I still got in trouble, but it wasn't. It wasn't like ambulances outside. And Aerosmith, they had just come back again, and they were still on Epicac, and they couldn't drink, and they were nice guys, but they had no soul. It was kind of fun.
Really?
And we played with Dio, and God, I can't remember everyone.
Okay, now hold on a second. Everybody knows that Dio's my man, my boy, my hero. I got him on my arm, for Christ's sake. So please, how was that tour? How was? I mean, I know I always say this. Dio is by far the nicest human being I have ever met in my life in the rock world. I mean, I can't say enough about the guy.
Yes, he is.
Man. Hey, a really, really nice guy, man.
So you guys did a North American tour with him, or you did?
We did. I think we only did like 4 or 5 shows with him, but they were great. They were really cool.
What year was that?
Probably 86, probably around there.
Oh, that was the Sacred Heart tour.
Mm-hmm.
That was Sacred Heart, and the next one was Dream Evil. But yeah, wow. So you guys, you played with some big bands. I mean, and
every night was 15,000 people. Darn.
Right.
So,
do you feel the difference? I mean, listen, I'm in a band as well. I mean, I play in front of 3 people. I play in front of 30 people. I'm not like you, but you like the rush of the 15,000, or it doesn't matter to you whether it's 50, whether it's 500, whether it's 5,000.
I did it. I always wanted to do it, and I did it. And now it's more like I don't have this angst to get stuff done anymore. It's just like I'm on stage having fun now, and with writing songs, and they're fun to play. And got Jimi, who's like, I'm just looking at his hands, going, "That's just making me dizzy, dude." I don't know what you're doing,
right? And I'm going to get to that new album, but yeah, absolutely. And I want to tell you, Randy, I told you you're part of the soundtrack of my life, and I really do believe that. Autograph is one of the first bands when I was a teenager that like got me into my adolescence, that got me through my adolescence. You know,
cool.
you have those bands that are part of the soundtrack of your life, and Autograph is one of them. That song, Turn Up the Radio, I can't say enough about it. I mean, it's an anthem. It really is an anthem.
It is.
Great song.
You know what I mean? So, and I got to say this too. There's a couple other movies you guys were in. Yep. You had Winning Is Everything, was in the movie Young Blood with Rob Lowe.
Yep.
That hockey movie.
Yep.
Then you were in She Never Looked That Good for Me. I always liked that song.
I did great. And
What was that?
Father Like Son,
I love playing that.
Yeah,
song.
like Follow That Song with Dudley Moore and Kirk Cameron.
We were actually in the movie. That's what was fun about it.
Yeah, you were. I was gonna say you guys were the band.
We were the band. Yeah.
Yeah, I had the authors of Nothing But a Good Time, Tom Bourgeois and Richard Beanstalk, and we were talking about White Lion. And White Lion, you guys, they were in the movie The Money Pit with Tom Hanks.
Oh yeah.
They were in the background. But I got to tell you, this brings me up to the album Loud and Clear in '87.
Mm-hmm.
I think that this was Autograph's best album by far.
Agreed. But we had Andy Johnson.
Aside from Turn Up the Radio, Blondes and Black Cars, 19 and Nonstop. I mean, I love those songs.
Mm-hmm.
But I got to say, you guys hit your creative peak on this album. And you had Andy Johns producing it.
Exactly. Good friend of ours.
I mean, Zeppelin, fucking, excuse my, well, I can curse on here. It's my show.
Yeah.
So much. I'm sure he had, besides the songs that you guys wrote, but he had a lot to do with the production of the album. And what happened? RCA gave you the shaft.
Yep, they sure did. Because that was our favorite album by far, man. It was so fun.
It was.
And we were a little bit heavier and just
right.
Having a blast.
I love playing that song Loud and Clear live.
That was fun.
Right. And I wanted to say, Jimi puts you right in that era. That when I see you guys play live, you sound like that Loud and Clear album, that era, that heavy guitar, and Jimi's putting you there and beyond.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
Jimi had so much to the band. I mean, we're going to talk about that. But I wanted to say, and I wanted to talk about the Loud and Clear video. That was the one that had Ozzy and Vince Neil in it, right?
Yeah. Our buds.
Your buds.
Yeah.
Anything going on during that video shoot?
No, not really. We actually did like 3 videos at Santa Monica. What's the Santa Monica? No, Long Beach Arena, because we had rented it for like Father Like Son and Dance All Night and Loud and Clear. So we did all 3 of those songs within 3 days because we had the auditorium rented. So why not?
Right. And did I read this? I read somewhere, and I wasn't sure though. Did you tour with Bryan Adams?
Yeah, we did a few shows with him. Yeah, it was fun.
You did?
Great. That was fun. Uh-huh.
Wow. What year was that?
Oh, geez, probably anywhere between. It
87?
It was in between big tours. So it could have been 85 or 86. It might even be 87. I don't know. Dude.
Wow.
It's hard to remember now.
Yeah, that would have been a tour. I would have been like, what? Bryan Adams, an autograph?
It was fun. And Blue Oyster Cult, too.
And Blue Oyster Cult. Well, I could see Blue Oyster Cult.
Yeah.
They're from out here. They're from New York. They're from the island where I am.
That's right. Huh?
Yeah, they're revered over here. You can't, they're like Twisted Sister. Same thing. They're from Long Island. Hey, Scott. Hey, Frank. Yeah, I got a couple of questions. Yeah, I got Xavier Fry says, just want to shout out to Jimi as my Motley Crue tribute was scheduled to double bill with Jimi in Beyond Purple.
Oh, that's right. Hopefully we could reschedule that.
Wow. Yeah, so I gotta say this, Jim, and here's what, because you were talking about Ozzy before, and I'm a huge Dio fan, and I do my research.
Yeah.
And is this true that you wrote Master of Insanity?
Absolutely. I wrote the
whole. Oh my fucking God. Are you serious?
I
got to say, wait. I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you. You can't hide my enthusiasm. Okay. That Dehumanizer album is one of the most underrated Sabbath albums ever. Ever. And that song, Master of Insanity, is fucking killer. So now, please tell me what's going on with that. What happened there?
So right after Ozzy, apparently Sharon Osbourne really liked my playing. So Geezer was starting a band, different things. So next thing I know, I get a phone call from Geezer Butler, and he flies me to St. Louis. He has a home there, and then he flew me to England, and we started rehearsing over in London. Actually, just outside of Brighton. We're at an old Air Force base that they turned into rehearsal studios. So he comes up to me. He was trying to do something a little bit heavy but more commercial. But then he says, "Do you have you ever written a song similar to like a Black Sabbath song?" I said, "Well, I got to be honest. I have this one track." I said, "I have all the music done for it. I've been working on it, and I have a title for it." I said, "I came up with this title. It sounds pretty cool, Master of Insanity." So I played him a song. We recorded it, and it came out incredible. And Geezer wrote lyrics around my title. And so, as stories go, the band was supposed to get signed, and then someone from the record company that signed
Hi,
it,
Lisa Mustang.
got fired from the label, his project did whatever. So, anyways, a few months go by, I get a phone call from Gloria Butler, Geezer's wife.
Geezer's wife.
Yeah, she goes, "Jimmy, Black Sabbath is getting back together with Ronnie Dio, and I got some fabulous news." She goes, "We're going to use your song, Master of Insanity." And so I'm all like, yeah, this is great, But she goes, "But I have, there's a problem." She goes, "We can't give you songwriting credit because Tony Iommi will never let a song from another guitar player on a Black Sabbath record."
You sure it wasn't Sharon saying this?
No. It has nothing to do with Sharon.
And look, see my shirt? All right.
Yeah. So she
I had to pay Sharon for this.
She says, "However, Geezer's going to put your name in a special thanks, and when the tour is over, we will pay you." So of course,
wait, and let me stop you. And of course, you said, "Fuck you." There's no way I'm going to do that, right, Jimmy? Is that what you said?
Oh, what am I going to do? But here's the thing: when the
Look
record,
at Randy's laughing his ass off. Randy's seen this movie 10 times already.
At least 10 times.
But when the record came out, my song always got mentioned in the reviews.
Absolutely.
When I saw them live, obviously it wasn't a B song because they played it. It was one of the tracks that they played off the new record in their set. So, as time goes by, the tour ends. Nothing ever happened. I wasn't expecting to get money or whatever, but I went through my life, telling, telling everybody it was a great experience. But I also, no, I really wrote the song. I know my name's not on it, but I really wrote the song. So sometimes, most of the time, everybody believe me because I'm not a liar and I always speak the truth. But, there were probably some people that said, "Oh, come on, his name's not on a song." Well, finally, Ronnie Dio, I talked to Ronnie too about this. Ronnie and I had a very good conversation, and he says, "Jimmy, I told them just to pay you for the song. I don't even know what the big deal was. It's not like they were going to pay me $1 million. Whatever the song was worth to them." But
what was it worth to you?
Well, I don't know what it's worth to me, but just having Ronnie Dio sing a song that I wrote is everything.
Absolutely.
That to me is gold right there. I mean, how many people could say that they wrote a song that Ronnie Dio sang on? But anyway, the best thing that about this story is that finally there was a book that about Ronnie Dio that he was interviewed in, and Ronnie Dio said in the book that I wrote the song. So there it is in black and white.
So when you wrote the song, you wrote just the music, or you had lyrics?
No.
Was it called Master of Insanity? Behind the lies, you will see the Master of Insanity. I
had the title. I had only the title, and
you had the title Master of Insanity.
Yeah. I came up with that title, Master of Insanity. But that's all.
And Ronnie wrote the lyrics around it.
Geezer wrote lyrics around that.
Geezer, right? Because Geezer writes a lot of the lyrics for Sabbath.
Yeah, but I mean that's the way our demo. If our demos on YouTube with me playing guitar on it, and we have the singer is Carl Sentence, who is the singer for Nazareth, and for Don Airey's solo band. So you'll hear the song is identical to the way Black Sabbath wrote. The bass intro, that boom 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 boom.
Yeah,
that was part of the song. So I wrote the whole. I played that. I said, "Geezer, play this as the intro, then the band will kick in." So they played it exactly the way I wrote it. Exactly. So That's my story.
Awesome.
And
And we got Sharon's a little annoyed. She says fucking Tony is a tyrant, asshole. And then we got Mike Ratio said 2 rock legends and my boy Ralph. What's up, Mike? Yeah. So I'm gonna get back to Randy. So now Randy, we're gonna fast forward. You released RCA winds up. Is that Regina?
No, it's my cat.
Oh, your cat. Oh, I'm sorry. Regina is Randy's lovely wife. Oh, there you go. Yes. So RCA, you had you're bickering back and forth. You guys get fed up and you break up.
Yep.
Now you break up around '89.
Yep.
And you became a master leather worker, correct?
Yeah.
You had your own leather working business.
Yeah,
Well, you always were.
Well, I couldn't get in any bands because it's like I was just
Are you serious?
I was just famous enough to where I couldn't get into anything. I auditioned for Cher, and I was that close to doing that, and I go, "What the hell am I doing?" I just go out autograph, and I'm gonna go play for Cher. But
You wouldn't play with Cher?
No, I auditioned for it, and I was going to get the gig, but I decided not to get it.
Really?
Yep. And then after that, yeah, I had a friend that was doing all of our leather accessories. His name is Drew, and I said, "Dude, could you teach me how to do some of this leather stuff? Because I ain't got a gig. I ain't got no job. I ain't got
to pay the bills."
And so so he taught me how to do some leather stuff, and then after that, I went on to do 20 years of leather accessories. Yeah.
That's so cool. That really is.
Wow.
If I ever smell leather again, I'm going to shoot myself in the fucking
Yeah. I was gonna say, did you get sick of that smell?
Yeah.
Hey, Brittany, how you doing, Brittany? Mark Erlinger, what's up, Mark? Xavier Fry, they're coming in by the droves, guys. Mike Elm, how you doing? Yeah. So we're gonna go to about 2013, and you wind up meeting Steve Lynch.
Yeah.
At a NAMM show, and you're like, the fuck are we doing? I'm sick and tired of this fucking leather smell.
Yeah,
I want to get back out there.
And he was sick of teaching. And
we're the new classic rock now. I mean, you guys, we're new classic rock. So Monsters of Rock cruise, all these festivals.
That was what started it. A lot of my friends are doing these cruises, and I'm going, that sounds like a lot of freaking fun. And so we got together and tried to get Kenny in the band, but he just couldn't physically do it. And so that's where Mark came in. And so we just went 4-piece instead of 5-piece. And we didn't know how long we were going to be together. We just thought,
right, you figured let's do a couple of gigs.
Yeah. We asked Plunkett to do it, and he said, no, he didn't want to play live anymore. And we said, okay. So we asked
Seventh Heaven.
Yeah, Seventh Heaven. Yeah, absolutely. And more commercials than you'll ever know.
Right? I was just about to say, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Randy.
Oh no, you're not interrupting, man. It's like success stories everywhere. Let's just put it down.
Yeah.
It's all
so I'll try to backtrack or forward track, however you want to say it. You guys get back together. So it's you and Steve Lynch. Steve Plunkett says, you know what? I'm singing the theme song for Seventh Heaven. I'm writing for Britney Spears. I'm producing artists, such as Loretta Lynn and fucking
a
whole bunch of. He was a staff writer. I mean, this guy made a very, very comfortable living,
yes,
and he just said, you know what, I'm comfortable doing what I'm doing, and that's it. Exactly. As a matter of fact, if I remember correctly, didn't he host a talk show?
I don't know.
He hosted. I remember seeing him, and I was like, "That's fucking Steve Plunkett from Warrior." He did one of those shows where, like, they show you videos and stuff. I forgot the name of it, but anyway, he moved on, and rest in peace. Well, he was still alive at the time, but Kenny Richards sadly passed away.
Tragic end, yeah.
Yeah. He had a tragic ending. May he rest in peace. He was part of the original Autograph. And Steve Isham as well passed away from liver cancer.
Yes.
So we wish their families the best. And they were a big part of the Autograph family.
Absolutely.
So you decide you're going to get another singer. Mm-hmm. And you get a guy who is off the charts.
Yeah.
I mean, Simon Daniels.
Yeah.
Hello, Simon, if you're watching. Big fan. And he plays guitar. and
You play-
sings.
He plays guitar real well. That's what-
Yes,
Are better.
he smokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how good Simon is on guitar.
I'm not surprised. I watch the videos. I'm an Autograph fan. I see it.
I'm not,
You can't fool you can't fool somebody that knows, and fans know. They know when you're shortchanging them. That's why I gave you props, Jimmy.
Oh, thank you, brother.
And Mark Whelan is the new drummer. He also produces you guys too.
Yep, he does. Engineers and produces.
So you guys got it all down pat.
Yeah.
And we're gonna fast forward a little bit again because I know we got to cut it a little bit short. You signed with Dave Ellison's record label.
Yeah, EMP.
EMP.
Yeah.
They're giving you full support. And I got to say this because I wrote this down. See, I don't write down too much, but I got to say that your last album, Get Off Your Ass, was in the top 20 of the hard rock charts on Billboard. So we got to give you props on that.
Thank you.
Okay, and that was a very, very cool album. That album was the album that you had to do, that had to come out at that time.
Absolutely. We had to show the direction we were headed. We just
Exactly.
instead of having just the memories, it's like everyone has memories of everything. But like me, I was a Beatles fan, but they changed and they changed and they changed. And I kind of like that, even though it's 20 years later, 25 years later, we changed a little bit, but it's all fun, man.
Some of my favorite songs to play live, the new ones off the Get Off Your Ass album. I love those songs.
So that album was released in 2017, correct?
2017, yeah.
That was Steve Lynch's last album. And then we got Mr. Jimmy Bell as the new guitarist.
Yeah.
I don't want to put Randy on the spot, but were there any other named guitarists that were in the running? Or it was Jimmy all the way?
No, there's only two at first, and then there's only one. That's how it goes.
It was two and there was only one. So Jimmy got the gig, and I'm very happy because Jimmy smokes. Jimmy brings it, and I can't say enough. And I said I'm still getting text about Jimmy. So Jimmy, tell me. I mean, you got you released a song last year, the first one with Jimmy, "Souls of Fire," which is a great song. I have it up on my page.
Cool.
You guys are recording new music.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, we have a great system. We do. It's
Everybody does it, and the bass player's last. Let me guess.
Oh,
yeah.
because I'm in Georgia.
Am I right?
It's difficult because it's one of those things. Simon and Mark are in LA. I'm in Connecticut. Randy's in Georgia. But we have a system. I do a lot of writing. I did so much writing. As you know, I was with House of Lords for the last 15 years. So I wrote.
Are they still together? They haven't really done anything.
Well, no, we released an album
last year.
Yeah,
I know.
But I really don't know what's going on. I guess it's just on. It's just
a wait and see.
Yeah, it is what it is right now. But I write.
So let's talk about Autograph and the new album.
Yeah, I write so much that I put things down on my phone. I'll come up with an idea and I'll put like an intro, a verse, a bridge, a chorus, and I'll play it a couple times to a little metronome. I'll record it on my phone and then I send it to the band. I'll say, hey, what do you like? And then if they pick one that they like, they'll start working on it, and everybody's got such great input. That's how Souls on Fire came together. It was like Simon and I started working on a chorus right over the phone, and
wow.
Randy had this great idea for these pauses, and it's a great collaboration, and that's what really a band is all about. You get to when you can collaborate like that.
Awesome. Two things I want to mention about Jimmy. You also patented the shred neck, correct?
Yes, I invented that.
Okay, here's my guitarist friends because they texted me, and I knew this, but I wanted to mention it. I wanted to give you props.
Thank you.
The shred neck was invented by Mr. Jimmy Bell. He has a patent on it, and that's his company. You have the man right there.
Yep. It's a practice tool. It's
on your website, jimmybell.com.
Yep.
And they have YouTube videos on it.
Yeah, it's a really cool thing. I'll tell you really quick. What happened was I busted my fretboard hand by accident, and I was in a half cast for about a month and a half. And when I got the cast off, I wanted to exercise my fingers, and there was all these other things out there that didn't make my hand feel like what it felt like when I practiced. So I said, "What? I said to a buddy of mine, can you make me a half of a guitar neck? A little piece of a neck, and that has strings and tuners on it, just for me to get my hand back in shape." That's all it was. It was just basically for me to drive around in my car, so I could practice while I'm in my car to get my hands back. And then all of a sudden, a buddy of mine who's into making things come alive, into working with companies over in China and Japan, he says, "What is that thing?" And I said, "Oh, this is something I invented here so I could work out my hand." He's looking at it, and next thing I know, he's got blueprints, and next thing I know, I'm getting product from China coming at me, and I'm going like, "Yeah, all right." He goes, "No, we're going to market this. This is going to be great," So that's how it all happened.
I just want to say, because we're going to be winding this up soon. Any of the fans I'm going to take one more question. So, guys, send me a question you'd like to ask Randy or Jimmy, and I'll ask them. So if we can get that on, send it to me or send it in the chat room. Here, another one, a guitarist. He plays with Jim Crean, who I mentioned to you, who's a great vocalist for the Appice Brothers. He's a friend of the show. Artie Kalenda, he says he has 2 of them. It got me through when I was in the hospital for multiple back surgeries. It works great.
Awesome. Tell him thank you very much.
So there you go. That's Artie Kalenda. So Randy, I got to tell you, and I got to say this, the music that you're getting now and it's coming out, is it leaning more towards get off your ass or loud and clear? I'm hoping it's something in between. And I really feel that Jimmy's the guy that's going to be bringing you guys into 2021 and beyond. Yeah, because your live shows are fucking awesome. Thank
you. No, that's the direction we're going. That's what we all like doing anyway. It's like this. We're still going to have big choruses. That's just because we can't help ourselves. That's how we write. But a little more aggressive guitars, a little more aggressive rhythms. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I know you told me you have a new song and you're going to be releasing it. So can we say anything about it now? Can we say what the name of it is? Do you want to divulge it, or we gotta wait?
Gotta wait.
Wait
till July. That's what.
Oh, July?
July.
Yeah.
All right. So, Jimmy or Randy, you got to make sure you got to text me, or you want to premiere it. You're gonna send it to me, and I'll put it up here.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely.
Jim Papafago, another guitarist. Jimmy Papafagos, how you doing? He says Autograph's a great band. Carmine's watching. That's my brother. Michael McConnell, how you doing? We need one more question, guys. Somebody give me a question so I can half neck. What's it called? It's called Mike Ratio. It's called the Shred Neck. Go on jimmybell.com. That's Jimmy's website. He advertises the Shred Neck on there. He has a bio of himself. He has, which I'm going to mention at the end of the show anyway. He has all his music up there. I mean, you can't get anybody technically proficient than Jimmy Bell.
Also, the link to autographs.
Very rarely makes a mistake.
Is right on my site as well, automatically. And that is our website, autographband.com. You could, go to our merch store and see everything that's tour dates. Anything you need to know about what's going on with Autograph is on that page.
So I got to ask Randy this, because Randy's the veteran of the music business, and he's the OG. He's been around the block. Yes. Out of all the people you have ever played with, what was like your biggest deer in the headlights moment? And don't say nobody. Come on, it had to be somebody, Randy.
Look, dude, my first band was in 1961, so that's how long I've been around.
61?
Yeah.
I was swimming in my father's balls in 61.
So it's like I've been in the business.
Holy shit.
It's like I grew
61, really, Randy?
Yeah. I started playing in 1959.
Wow. God bless you.
Thank you.
All right, so let me rephrase it. You don't want to answer that.
No, well,
Who have you not played with that you would give anything to play with?
Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney.
Yeah, Paul McCartney.
That's
definitely. He's my heart. He's my soul. It's like that's why I play bass. It's because of him.
Awesome.
Because of him and Chris Squire. Those are they just jumped out at me, and I said, "Okay, I'm a bass player now." I said, "I'm quitting guitar. I'm a bass player."
I always wanted to do a left-handed band with Paul McCartney and like Phil Collins.
Jimmy, I gotta ask you, Jim, because I had Ricky Byrd. Matter of fact, Ricky Byrd, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, who Jimmy knows. He was on last week. He played with Paul McCartney at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I saw him. Yeah.
He said he doesn't even remember it.
Of course not.
Doesn't even remember it. He's like, he sees pictures and he doesn't remember anything about it. And he played with him. I got to ask you, Jim, how did you wind up getting Jimmy was in the movie Light of Day with Joan Jett, Michael J. Fox. He was in he was the band, The Huns.
The Huns, yeah.
See, I know that. I told you, I'm not some schlub with a microphone. I told you guys this.
Research, you're incredible.
I don't fucking play around here.
No.
You know, Queens, New York. Anyway,
New York?
Tommy did. Go ahead. What was that?
You're from New York? I would never.
You can't tell,
I can't hear it in your voice. No, what's up?
right? I've interviewed people from London. I had a girl from London. You had to hear me and her talking. Ches Kane. She was great.
I know Ches.
You know Ches. That's right. It's great. I'm sending her a T-shirt. It's awesome. I had Stefan from France with his French accent. So you had the New Yorker and the French guy.
Oh, nice.
You had the English woman and the French guy. And then I had the guys from Italy, who I'm Italian, but I talk with a Queen's accent.
Yeah.
And these guys are, hey, whoa, what's going on? Hey, whoa. You know, it's like, I need closed captioning on my fucking show soon. Anyway, we're going to wind this up. I got a couple more things. Your other band, Beyond Purple, I'm getting a lot of calls on that. Jimmy plays in a Deep Purple tribute band called Beyond Purple, who plays Richie Blackmore impeccably.
Well, it's hold on. It's not just a Deep Purple thing. It's basically what Beyond Purple is it's a tribute to the Deep Purple family tree. So we do Deep Purple, but we do Rainbow, we do Dio, we do Whitesnake. We try to take on many things that have branched off of Deep Purple. I mean, you could even, if you really want to get crazy, you could go into Black Sabbath when Dio joined Black Sabbath and all the things Graham Bonnet did. You could go into Alcatraz and so I have a lot of fun with it. Honestly, I love playing the Whitesnake stuff. I'm very good friends with a few of the guys in Whitesnake. And
I got Joel Hoekstra coming on next week.
Yeah, he's a good buddy. He's a good buddy of mine.
Yeah, he's coming on next Sunday. I'm not dropping names here, but my show's really taking off.
Make sure
after you guys, I can't get any bigger than that.
No,
but I try to drop name. Hey, Randy, I meant what I said about you being the soundtrack of my life. It's the God's honest truth. I am so happy to finally meet you and get you guys on the show. I really mean that. Awesome. But anyway, yeah, I got Hoekstra coming on. But I got it here. Two more things I want to say. See, I get so excited. This tour that you guys are going on, who I have people coming on that you're going on this tour with. See, because this is the Rock Shop with Ralph. We take no prisoners here. Right. You got Loverboy, Kix, Vixen, who Lorraine Lewis is coming on here, Warrant, who Joey Allen's coming on, Slaughter, nobody from Slaughter's coming on here.
Good buddies.
Good buddy. Maybe you could talk to them. And Autograph, who we had. That has to be the tour package of the year, and I fucking mean that with all sincerity. 6 bands of that caliber on one bill. I mean, come on.
It's gonna be fun.
You guys got to try to. You guys going on first? Do you know?
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm the bass player, dude. I'm just the bass player.
You're just the bass player.
Yeah,
they better bring their A game.
Oh, they're all good, man. They're all really good. Trust me.
Hey, we're just excited to be back.
Yeah.
We're so happy that shows are coming back in now. We're just gonna enjoy this. I haven't been on stage with these guys in months, and it's really looking forward to getting back on there. Randy and I have a good time on stage together. I'm always like laughing with him. We have a lot of fun with this band.
You can't. Randy's like me. You can't you can't hide his enthusiasm. When he's on the stage, you see that he was born to do that.
Oh, yeah.
You can tell he's not fucking just up there for a paycheck. He loves what he does, and he brings it every night. And that's the God's honest truth. You can see it. Fans are not stupid. They know when they're being deceived. And when they see an autograph show, especially I was telling you, your guys' live shows now, I mean, they're like, I mean, come on. I'll put you up against any band that's out there today.
Oh, awesome. Thank you, man.
Randy's a bass player. He locks right in with Mark, man. It's a great rhythm section to be on stage with. That's all.
Yes.
It really connects.
Great. Now, the new album, are you still with EMP?
Right now we're just writing songs and stuff.
No, I'm saying, are you still with Ellison's label? Is it going to be on Ellison's label?
I think so.
Okay. All right, we won't go there then. Last thing. I got a couple of songs, and you got to pick one.
Okay.
We're going to do a little bit of song association, okay? So here we go. The first one's for Randy.
Right.
And you got to be honest, Randy.
I will.
You ready?
Yep.
Turn up the radio or turn up the night?
Turn up the radio.
My Kiss.
Turn up the radio.
That's a good one. All right, Jimmy, for you, 19 and Nonstop or 17 by Winger?
Well,
It's both good.
oh, I like 19 and Nonstop, and that's not just because I'm in Autograph. I actually would like to play that song.
You'd like to? You guys haven't played that one?
Not for a while.
I love 17 by Winger though too.
I do too.
I'm looking forward to that show. We have one coming up with Winger.
Yeah.
That's going to be great.
Yeah. All right, we got two more. Randy,
Yo.
Blondes and Black Cars or Little Red Corvette?
Little Red Corvette.
All right.
I love that song.
I got him to jump the fence. All right, last one. Now, here we go. This is for you, Jimmy. We got Smoke on the Water or Stargazer?
Well, yeah, I hate this.
Come on, Jimmy. Come on.
I got
Stop stuttering.
on the water. I love, how can you not go with Smoke on the Water? I love Stargazer.
Oh, man. Are you kidding me?
Well,
Cozy Powell's my boy.
Yeah, he's
that drum intro. Are you fucking kidding me?
no, I know.
Damn.
Listen, the song is.
No, you have your opinion. Whatever you want, Jimmy.
No, Stargazer is amazing, but the fact is you got to look at what Smoke on the Water is. That's what I'm looking. Smoke on the Water to Deep Purple is Turn Up the Radio to Autograph. You know what I'm saying? It's just
So why is it when you go to a record store you can't play Smoke on the Water or Stairway to Heaven when you're buying a guitar?
I know.
Remember Wayne's World when he says no Stairway to Heaven?
no Stairway.
All right, we got a question. Last question, and you guys, we're gonna get out of here. Hey, Randy, what's up, brother? See you soon. Steve Rocks. Oh, live radio show. HMG live radio show.
Oh, hey.
Another radio show's watching me. Hey, Emil, how you doing? All right, guys. I want to thank Randy and I want to thank Jimmy for coming on the show. I hope it was as fun for you as it was for me. I mean, the fans are going crazy. They love you guys. Hey, Amy, how you doing? Everybody wants me to say hello to them.
Hi.
But I always forget. Some people.
Hi, Amy. Hi.
But you can find Autograph at My son's knocking on the door. www.autographband.com.
Absolutely.
You can find Jimmy on his website at www.jimmybell.com. And there's a ton of dates coming back. Thank God for live music.
Yay.
Thank God for live music. And these guys are on the tour package of the year. If it's coming to your town, one more time, I'm going to say this. You got Loverboy, Kicks, Warrant, Slaughter, and Vixen, and Autograph. If that's not the tour of the year, I don't know what is. But anyway, guys, thank you to the fans. They're all wishing you guys well.
Awesome.
And
Thank you,
Randy, health-wise, how you doing?
I'm doing good, bro. Doing good.
Everything's okay?
Everything's okay.
Great. You look great. Thank you. They're saying you're nice and tan. They just texted me now. Tell him he's nice and tan. But Jimmy, well respected. The guitarists love you. All the fans love you. All the fans love Randy. We love Autograph. I am so excited to have you guys on my show, and you're welcome back at any time.
Ralph, it was a pleasure. Thank you.
It was a pleasure, Ralph. Awesome.
Thanks, guys. Stay on for 1 second.
Sure.
All right, guys. Everyone, I need you guys, if you can, tune in next week. I have Joel Hoekstra coming on. Joel Hoekstra from Whitesnake and Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Not as big as these guys right here, but I still love Joel. And I mean that. That's my boy Randy right there. All right, guys.
Thank you, bud.